Hello and welcome back to my channel, Cozy Gamer Jessa. I'm Jessa, and if you missed the last two videos, we are on my island, Chestnut, and we are working our way to a 3-star island so we can start terraforming and decorating. In the last video, we set up Nook's Cranny, and it was built today. And we also donated 15 creatures to Blathers so he can start the construction of the museum. In today's video, we are setting up the 3 villager houses. And as a little refresher, we did go villager hunting in the last video, and we picked up 3 Nook Mile tickets and went to 3 different islands, and we got Apple, Molly, and Elmer. And those are going to be our first, 3 villagers other than the starter villagers. So I'm very excited about that, and I want them on my island as soon as possible. But we have to get all of the furniture items ready for their houses, and we also need to talk to Tom Nook about building a bridge, because you can't really place down the plots for your villager houses unless you have your bridge constructing or built. So I'm gonna go talk to him right now and see if we can progress in the storyline and get that bridge built. Wow, look at him, still on the phone with my villagers. Anyways, building the bridge is not the hard part. I feel like the hardest part is having all of the materials and crafting all of the items that you need, because you need 6 items per house, 3 for the inside and then 3 for the outside. But the first thing we gotta do is build that dang bridge. So I do have some of the items written down, but I did do some research, and some of the items are different depending on what type of island fruit you have. So the items that we need today are a stone stool, stone table, a clothesline, cherry speakers, cherry lamp, a pot, and that's just for one house. And then the second house, we need a natural garden chair, natural garden table, bird bath, wooden block stereo, wooden block table, a reef, and then for the third house we need a log garden lounge, log stool, water pump, wooden simple bed, wooden chair, and a classic pitcher. So we're gonna need all the types of wood. We're gonna need iron, rocks, clay, and we're gonna need cherries, and we're gonna need flowers from our island, whatever flowers that we have. I think they're cosmos, but this is going to be very similar to what you're going to need for your island. It's just going to be maybe a little bit different because the flowers and the fruit are going to be different. I could be wrong about that, but of course they'll also tell you. But that is why I said it's so important to collect your materials every day that you're playing, early on especially, because you're just going to need so many materials, because we just spent 3 stacks of wood and 30 iron ingots just for Nook's Cranny. I haven't played the other Animal Crossing games, and I don't want to assume anything, but I'm just wondering if in those games, if there's this much dialogue, because I feel like there's so many conversations to be had just to progress in the game, and I feel like that would be kind of hard for someone who's never played Animal Crossing before, because I know when I first started I was confused on what to do after day 1, or even on day 1 I wasn't sure what I was supposed to do, because you had to talk to Tom Nook multiple different times to find out what you're supposed to do. And I just thought about that because when I was doing this bridge and I placed it down, he told me come back tomorrow to put down the villager houses, or you could not. But if someone wasn't paying attention to the dialogue and it was their first time, they probably wouldn't have known to talk to him again to even get the villager house kits to place them down. Well, anyways, that's not my only gripe about the game. I love Animal Crossing. I've learned to love it, but there's also a lot of loading screens. I don't know if anyone else feels the same way, but the amount of loading screens is pretty crazy, especially if you're going to someone else's island. Like, I recently went to a treasure island to go get clothes because you can see now my character's dressed in a wetsuit and striped socks, and I was sick of looking at her dressed like that, so I went to a treasure island, and it took me 1 hour of waiting because people kept coming and going off of the island just to get like an outfit. And then when I was about to leave, like through the airport, someone crashed the island and I lost half of the items that I got. So it took me an hour just to get, a handful of items, and I thought that was kind of crazy. The way the mechanics work for the game when you're going online. Well, anyways, as you just saw, we just met Mabel for the first time. So that means tomorrow in game she's gonna be selling stuff, clothes, in the resident services area. And if I'm not remembering correctly, I'm not sure, you had to buy a certain amount of items or spend a certain amount of bells to unlock her shop. So we are going to be working towards that, and I'll probably buy up a bunch of her stuff even if it's not desirable just so we can get her on the island as soon as possible. Also, I would like to mention that the outfit I am currently wearing is not the one that I spent an hour trying to get. You'll probably see that in the next video or the one after. It's not this purple sweater and green shorts. That would be ridiculous. Anyways, we have to talk to Tom Nook once again because we just placed the bridge and we're gonna have to get the kits for the new villager houses. And again, these are our 3 villagers, Molly, Apple, and Elmer. So I'm very excited to have these 3 on my island. I feel like they would be really good additions. Especially excited about Apple because she's my girl and she is on my dreamy list, but I feel like Molly fits in perfect. I already have plans for her house. I'm thinking have a little pond, trees, maybe like a little tea party in her front yard would be super cool. And Elmer, his can be like where my farmland is gonna be. He could live by the farm, or maybe that'll be incorporated in his front yard or backyard. So I feel like all 3 of them are very good choices, and I think we got incredibly lucky when we went villager hunting. I'm placing these houses pretty random, I guess. They might move, they might not, I'm not sure. I felt like they would be able to be worked around, so that's why I placed them there on the left side of my island to get them out of the way of the resident services because it's pretty crowded over there. I think I might have made a mistake with keeping all the buildings and villager houses over there right now. So we have a lot of moving in our near future because we're going to get to 3 stars pretty quickly, I feel. I did cut out most of me crafting all of the furniture because I figured you didn't want to watch me craft 18 items. But right now I am submitting what I have, and we are going to finish all 3 houses today. It is going to take a minute, and it took even longer in person, believe it or not, because I kept making the wrong items because I didn't write down what I needed. So I kept, pressing the wrong items, and I made a bunch of excess items, which is fine because I can just use them as decoration on my island. Because the more items on my island right now, the better, because, our main goal is trying to get terraforming unlocked. So I'm hoping within the next 2 videos, I don't know, that might be wishful thinking, but because we don't even have resident services built yet, but I'm hoping because I really want to build a very nice entrance and pathway to resident services. I'm so eager to build. I've been itching to build ever since the update came out. I was like, wow, I can't wait to build up my new island. And then I went on my old island and I was like, oh, I hate this. So I had to make a new one, Chestnut. And yeah, so I would recommend that you subscribe, comment, like. If you enjoy these types of videos, there's more to come. And if you enjoy building videos, well, hang on tight, because there's going to be a bunch of building videos. They're going to be cottagecore, forest core, everything. They're going to be beautiful. Just do wait. All right, bye.